Standing here with Craig. Craig's a guitarist formerly of Dio, and he's rocking out here tonight, and you did a fabulous job.
Yes.
And you rocked out here tonight.
Oh, thank you very
You're
much.
formerly from Dio.
Yes.
And talk about Dio. Talk about how you started in music. Go ahead. Tell everybody.
Well, actually, Ronnie was and still is my favorite singer.
Right.
I listened to him when I was still growing up in my parents' house. And then
Where you from? Tell everybody.
from San Diego, California.
Okay.
And then I was actually living on the streets in a car that wasn't even mine.
Really?
And 5 years later, headlining Madison Square Garden with Ronnie James Dio, my favorite singer. Yeah,
That's a blessing.
yeah, it was a trip. Yeah.
Now, how'd that come to be? How'd that happen?
Well, at my last $20 that I made giving guitar lessons, I made a demo. And one of the guy that I was working with went up to LA to join another band.
Right.
And he said he felt bad for leaving me behind, so he said, I'll bring some copies of your demo and pass them around.
Yeah.
So his band became friends with this band called Rough Cutt, who Ronnie was producing, and his wife was managing Ronnie and Rough Cutt. And then when Randy Rhoads died, Jakey Lee from Rough Cutt joined with Ozzy, so they had an audition.
Cool.
And Ronnie wanted to meet me because he liked my demo. So he was at the audition.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then now you started with that. What album was that when you did with the Dio?
My first recording was on an album called Intermission.
Right.
And then Dream Evil, then Magica, then Master of the Moon. And I wrote some songs on Killing the Dragon as well.
Now, Ronnie James Dio, he passed away, but everybody that I ever talked to, and I work for the Aquarian Weekly, the newspaper, I asked them at the newspaper, I says, out of all the rock and roll people that you've had on the Aquarian and all the people that you've dealt with, who was the coolest rock star ever?
Right.
And they told me Ronnie James Dio. Now, talk about that. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of it is because Ronnie's not a rock star.
Right.
He was an artist and a musician who was perceived as a rock star.
Right.
But he wasn't a rock star.
There you go.
He was perceived as a rock star. He was a very great man. He did not live the kind of life that people think rock stars live.
Yeah. He was very focused into the music, and he had one of the greatest, if not the greatest, rock voices.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now, since Dio's passing and everything, what you been doing with yourself? Tell everybody what's going on with yourself.
Ronnie and I were writing the last Dio record, so there's going to be some unreleased material. And then we're doing a thing called Dio Disciples, which is managed by Wendy Dio. So we have Simon and Scott Warren, and then Tim Ripper Owens, who replaced Rob Halford and Judas Priest, is singing. And he does a great job. And then we also have a guy named Toby Jepson, who was a big name in Europe. So there's two singers, and Rudy Sarzo on bass from Quiet Riot and Whitesnake and all that. So we're reuniting Ronnie's fans with Ronnie's music, and it's nothing really. It doesn't come across the way it's really what really happens when you go there. People look on YouTube and it's just a bunch of his band members playing his music, but when you're there, something really special happens when everybody, something just happens with the crowd and the band where they all unite and it's an experience.
Wow. That must have been something. How many years stretch was it that you played with?
I was Ronnie's guitar player on and off since 1986.
Right.
I knew him in 1983.
Yeah. That's an amazing story that you had. You were down and out in the gutter, and Ronnie came by and he just
snatched me right out of the gutter and into his world. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's a blessing, man. If anything, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. So I guess you miss Ronnie very much, right?
He was family to us.
Right.
So when any family member that you're close with passes away, you never really get over it. It just life has to take on new shapes and new forms and go on, but you're always going to miss him.
And Ronnie would have wanted that, right?
Well, yeah, he would want us to carry on and do something that he would be proud of.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you got that coming out. Now that's going to be called what? Tell everybody.
Dio Disciples. Yeah.
And when are we going to see that?
We've already done some touring, as a matter of fact. We went through Europe, and then we did some in the States, and we're going to start up again next year.
Very cool. Well, Greg, I want to thank you very much. The pleasure's all mine. You know what I mean? We had a little earthquake, but we're okay now. And man, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
And if they want to check out more of you, tell everybody. Go ahead.
Well, just come see Dio Disciples. Yeah.
There you go. All right, man. You heard it right here. New York rocks. This guy rocks, man. And you're gonna see it right now. You watch New York rocks. Who rocks better than us? Nobody, baby. We rock the best. Peace out, everybody.
Thank everyone for coming out as well. I know Joe already did when he was up there. It's for a great cause. You know, there's nothing better than helping the people in need. So this is one of those occasions where people come together. In this case, some great musicians come together. Craig Goldy, Simon Wright, Scott Warner from Dio. Let's give it up. Great round of applause to these guys. Awesome, awesome, simply awesome. We're going to continue on with something from Holy Diver. There's Rainbow in the Dark for you.